Listen, the only version of you that's going to solve your current dilemma, your current situation, your reality, if you don't just even like where you are in life, if you're unhappy with it, all right? Maybe everyone has bad things going. I had bad things going on. There's always an uphill battle to fight, okay? When I entered into my job, I was in a bad situation. I had nothing. I was in debt. I didn't know if I was going to make it out. I bet a lot of you watching this can probably resonate with that or have been there at one point in time. And I bet 100% of you are not where you want to be yet, okay? Do you think, I'm going to give you two versions of yourself. Do you think that the version of you that's operating at 30% because your mental is all taken up with these dilemmas and situations and deadlines and problems that you have, do you think the 30% version of you is going to be the most capable of fixing whatever situation that you're in or problem that you have? Or do you think that the 90 to 100% version of you is more likely to fix your situation? Which one? It's a rhetorical question, obviously. Ken, how am I 100%? How do I be 100%? How do I feel good with all this stuff going on? How do I operate like that if I'm in this situation I'm in? How do I think like that? How could you be 100% when rent's due in 20 days and I can't pay it? It's easier than you think, guys. It's a simple mental shift. It's just a perspective. All these people that you see posting online, showing the highlight reel of their life, making you think that they're just go, 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 everything's great, everything's grandiose, and there's nothing to worry about and there's no problems. All these people have things they're worrying about. Always. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter. There's always an uphill battle to be fought if you haven't rolled over and died yet. Okay? Now, for those of you that aren't rich and loaded to the gills, well, we have a lot of problems to worry about. Okay? We all do. If you're in a situation where you have massive deadlines coming, or you don't know how you're going to eat 2 weeks from now, or you have debt that's owed, maybe you have collectors calling you, asking you for debt. Maybe you do have that rent deadline and you don't know where you're going to live next month if you don't pay that rent. The only version of you that's going to be the most capable of solving your situation is the person that doesn't worry about it. Now, when I say don't worry about it, I don't mean don't care about it, all right? But there's a difference. A lot of people, and this is something that I had a problem with in the beginning. When I entered into my commission-only sales job, right? And for those of you that don't know, commission only means that you only get paid, you only make money when you do your job. If you don't do your job, you don't eat. And for those of you that aren't in a position like that, I recommend you find yourself one. But when I entered into this space, I had deadlines. I had debt. I had problems that I didn't know how I was going to fix. And the only way that I was able to speed up the process of fixing the mundane problems, of getting out of that crunch of, I don't know how I'm going to eat, the only way that I was able to do it, the only way that these successful people that you see were able to do it, is that you don't pay it mind for more than 10, 15 minutes. And it's okay if people around you that are close to you are going to start making judgments saying, he doesn't care. Look, he doesn't care. We're not going to help him because he or she doesn't, obviously they don't care about the situation. No. You do care. You do care. But you need to move on from the problem and start seeking a solution. Because you open up that piece of paper that has whatever number on it or whatever problem on it that you got in the mail, it doesn't mean sit there and cry and welt over it for hours on end, when you could open up that same piece of paper, look at it, digest it, fold that thing back up, put it on the table, and walk out the door. And that's the last time that you feel negative about it, is that first couple minutes it took you to read it and then fold it up and put it back down. You have to move on with your day, okay? When problems arise, it's okay to be aware of the problem. It's okay to care about it, but don't let it affect your mindset. Don't let it affect your ability to work. And if that means walking around as if you don't care, then so be it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Really, let's play this game of, what if you do fail to pay the rent next month? What's the worst that's gonna happen? You're not gonna have a place to live for a few weeks? I guarantee you, whoever is watching this, is going to figure out the solution to find a place to sleep, right? There's much, much more successful people out there that came from much, much more detrimental and crappier situations, likely, than you who is watching this video right now. And if they could do it, so can you. So no matter what the problem is that comes up, no matter what the issue is that you're currently facing, is the 30% version of you going to be the best applicant for the job? Or is the 100% version of you going to be the best applicant for the job? This is why mindset's so important. This is why I tell all the kids that I coach, guys and women that I coach, it's not about the problem. It's about how you react to the problem. Simple as that. Some of these problems might take a month to fix. Maybe they take a week to fix. Some problems might take a year to fix. It's okay. It's gonna take 10 years if you're the person that lets it put you down. It could take longer. It could take your whole life, if you let it affect you like that. It's okay to take it in, be aware of the situation, but to let it affect you, to let it change your energy, that's a different story. And I'm willing to bet that's why there is the 99% and the 1%. Because there's a lot of people out there, the overwhelming majority, that let problems affect them. When you let a problem start to affect your energy, that's when things start to become detrimental. That's when something that's minute to one person can seem major to another. There's always a solution. You might have person A that opens up a letter that says, oh, hey, you owe $100,000 from this thing that happened years ago that you didn't even know about. Imagine opening up a letter and you're like, oh my God, I did this thing once, or oh, I took out a loan that I forgot about, or I had a credit card that, was for $400 of a limit and you just forgot to pay it. Imagine a situation like that where all of a sudden you're opening up something 5 years later and you owe $100,000 or more. Imagine that. You know how many people something like that would cripple? Person A would let it cripple them. Person B will open that same letter and they'll go, all right, let's do it. Let's get to it. All right, cool, yep. $100,000 of debt, cool. Let it go to 120. I'm gonna be out here working to make sure that I can correct this problem as quick as possible. What person do you want to be? And if there's people around you that are gonna judge you for your reaction, including yourself, I see a lot of people guilt themselves into feeling bad about a problem because it's some sort of problem. And that's it. There's like, oh, this is a problem that I should feel bad about, so I'm going to beat myself up over it. Sometimes you are your own worst enemy. And I also see and hear a lot of people that are afraid of other people's reactions if they don't take something serious enough. Guess what taking a situation serious is? That means going out there, not letting the problem affect your personality. It doesn't mean you can't smile. It doesn't mean you can't be high energy. It doesn't mean you can't go to the gym and get a good workout in every single day and then get after it in whatever it is that you're going to do to solve your problem. It just is that simple. It is just a mindset thing. And everything is a mindset thing, but especially this one, because your life and the next one, they're gonna have issues. That's reality. The most successful people in the world have issues. Everyone does. It's just how you react to it. So start finding the 100% version of yourself that's going to have the best application, that's going to have the best chance at getting out of whatever hole that it is that you're in. I hope that makes sense. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if you guys want specific content, particular content that pertains to one subject or another. I'm going to keep ripping these things. I hope you guys keep watching. I hope this helps. See you on the next one.